participate with John Eggert here in experimenting with AWS has a graph database called Neptune. And we've been wondering for quite a while, MPs and MPXs are, some aspect of them are graphs. And we're wondering if we used a graph database rather than its current Mongo, would you be able to do the graph things that MP and MPX needs to do better? Right. So I'm gonna definitely participate with John in this one, but this is very much and I'm sure John will speak to it as well. This is like just pure research, learn the technology and see if we can apply it. I have two more practical ones down here later in the list. That one of them is how do you say this? TWOs and EWOs have reference documents. Most reference documentation lives in Windchill, but not all of it. Some reference documentation lives in Subversion. The way it's exposed on the front end, it makes no distinction between that which came from Windchill and that's what's coming from Subversion. The problem that causes is we get seemingly duplicates, when in reality, one of it's from Subversion and others from Windchill. Over the long haul, we'd like to kind of get rid of the Subversion ones, but nobody knows how many of them there are. And so this one project, how much Subversion documentation is in use in Joules, is really just a database exercise to say what work plans and what EWOs have Subversion references on them and what are they. What makes it a research effort is I don't even really know whether this stuff's in queryblueorigin.com or whether you have to look at the data sources directly. And then if you have to look at the data sources directly, how do you do that without affecting the running services? So I don't know if I'll get time to work on this, but anyone who knows EWO, TWO, Mongo, or Postgres, I could guide you through how to collect this information. The expected outcome is really not much more than these work plans have Subversion references, these EWOs have Subversion references. So there's a Teams channel if you want to join that, or you can edit this page directly and put your name here, and I'll reach out to you and brief you up on where the bodies are buried and how you might be able to do this. A second one I'm trying to pitch for is we have this thing called the bomb authoring service that was introduced for maintenance bombs. And it was rushed is not the right word. We did minimal viable product when we put it into production. And so currently it's running without the created by and updated by. You know, what user created one of these T-bombs, who updated one of them. Most of the other services, they're all Spring Boot based. So this is Maven, Java, up the middle, Postgres. Most of them have a thing called a user provider. And this bomb authoring service needs user provider implemented and then integrated to provide created by and updated by. It's a ticket, so to Josh's thing, this is a bug I've been meaning to get to for quite a while. I just haven't. If anyone's interested in that stack and wants to take a shot at it, there's a Teams channel here. Reach out, put your name on here, and we'll get you going on that as well. So that's my pitch. They aren't exactly glamorous or entertaining, but they're useful. And for me, at least, this one is a chance to kind of learn the infrastructure and what does analytics actually have. Because if analytics has this stuff, queryblueorigin.com is the place to go for it.
Yeah, and there's some benefit to going and looking in somebody else's stack. If you haven't seen how their services run, maybe you'll pick up something to bring back to your team.
Yes.
Okay, great. Thanks, Bob. Christopher, you've got your hand up?
Yeah. So I'm a UX designer on DXG, and I'm basically planning to play support for those in this hackathon that might want some impromptu UX support. And hopefully in the background, I will be trying to crank out a dark mode theme for the Bluewell design system for our ETFs. So whether or not that gets implemented, that's different.
So that's awesome. And so you're just offering your services. If anybody needs UX support, Chris has got you covered.
Yep.
Awesome. All right. Anybody else want to talk about the project they're interested in, or? I'm going to spend a little time learning Java 17 with the hopes of getting the service generator up to date so that it's not spitting out Java 8 projects. That's my plan.
That is truly useful. Are you going to go the extra mile there and get it to do a later version of GraphQL, Swagger, the whole 9 yards?
I'm contemplating
and port jewels
and port jewels. I'm contemplating getting the cookie cutter set up so that you could pick REST, GraphQL, database, choices, because you can set up checkboxes like this is going to be a GraphQL RDBMS, whatever. Yeah.
Yes. Excellent.
That's the theory. Timing wise, I probably will get a running version of a Java 17 service. Honestly, but that's my goal. Looks like we have a couple of hands up. John Agard, I saw your hand go up.
Yeah. Okay. Bob talked about that graph database repo experiment for MPX. Not a lot to add there. And it won't be pure research. I want to have a prototype that's capable of running the vanilla use cases for the stack, as well as the use cases that the stack can't really do very well right now. So we'll have at the least it will accumulate into technology demonstrations, not quite pure research. The one I really wanted to pitch hard is the Kibana harm reduction project. I just came off on call, and man, stack traces in Kibana are sad. And I'm wondering if there is a quick fix that can do this, or that can fix up this issue without requiring us to touch the hundreds of Java services that we own. So that's like the difficulty thing. And I would try to figure out what kind of bounty I could put on this that would appropriately reflect my thankfulness. But I haven't got any ideas. I could 3D print a statue or write a song or something for the person who did this, or maybe promise not to. But yeah, this would be super swell. And if I weren't utterly compelled by digging into Neptune, and then I would be on this. So please help.
It sounds like a Best for Development award winner, if you ask me. So
surefire award winner. Yeah, I would canvas. I would get out the vote for you.
Y'all prepared for yard signs.
Where does that actually start, John? How would you bootstrap into that? Just Google for elk stack.
No, I would go to the wiki node and enter your name of the team sign up and then figure it out.
So SRE might be able to help you with this, but if you could figure out how to solve it for them, they would appreciate it.
Yeah. It's on Hackathon because it doesn't have a quick, easy answer, or at least if it does, we don't know what it is. So, and if you figure that out in 5 minutes, then you can spend the rest of the hackathon chilling. Well, although you would never do that. But.
I've always been around this very thing. I've always been challenged. I have no idea how it works today. All I know is it's a little bit laggy, and somehow it's just tailing standard out.
Then this is a splendid opportunity to learn that.
I'll give you a hint. It's the L in elk.
Yeah.
The L in elk. Okay. Hey, every little bit counts.
All right. Now that I've teased Bob enough.
All right. Thank you, y'all.
Thanks, John. Anybody else have anything they want to offer, share?
I was just going to share. I'm John Lee. The thing I was going to work on for this hackathon, not as cool as graph databases for sure, but there's a design called event sourcing, and I was going to see if that, how feasible is that, because there are benefits and a lot of opportunities within event sourcing, but how could that fit in from a use perspective? So I have a doc if anyone's interested in looking at what that looks like. But yeah, hit me up if you want to learn more.
That sounds both amazing and scary at the same time. I have so many exceptions in my head about how that will be a challenge. But it'll be very exciting to hear your output at the end, if you choose to share.
My name is Dan
to win a prize.
and I'm a web developer.
Yeah, how's that going to work this time? It's the same thing next week. This time we just be able to show and tell or something. Or?
So this week, so the other change this hackathon is that we're doing it in alignment with the sprint, and so we start today because this is the beginning of your sprint, and then we'll end in the middle of the sprint on Tuesday. You should all have the closing ceremonies. Starts at about 3:00. I gave us a lot of extra time this time because we have a tendency to run over, and. So same thing. We'll get in, we'll vote. Well, we'll get in, we'll share, we'll vote. We'll laugh, we'll cry. It'll be amazing. Also, I will put prizes on your desks and you'll never see them because nobody actually comes into the office.
Oh.
All right, Kat, what have you got for us?
Hey there. Can you hear me?
Mm-hmm.
I hear you.
Okay, good.
Yes.
I'm on my phone in the office. Hello. So Andre and I and some of the eWine team won, and others are aware of it. But I input an entry on the hackathon screen, and what we're proposing to do is create some kind of interface that allows us to create inventory in our stage and dev environments when it gets blown away due to either a Costpoint or Windchill refresh. This is really, really labor intensive for us to go into Costpoint test and Costpoint dev and create this inventory so that we can continue to use it in our work orders. Tony Lomenzo has a way to, keep our work orders intact, but we lose inventory. I'm not sure exactly how or why. We'll figure that out. But I'm curious, does anybody else have this problem?
I think anybody that works with it has this problem.
Yeah, that's definitely a problem to be solved.
Yeah, and to be clear, the only part you can do right now is the idea was to go farther. Is you can restore a TWO, but not the work orders right now.
Right, TWO's fine. I failed to tell Tony about my Big Bond TWO that I was in love with, and it got blown away. So I'm trying to recreate it, and I have no inventory. And it's just been painful to work in stage. I can't demo to our customers. It stumbles for various data that's been missing since a refresh. This is what we want to do.
I have a ton of feature creep for you. It would be amazing if you could actually hook the existing work orders back up to the when Costpoint gets refreshed. Oh my gosh. Also, are you guys looking for additional team members? Because if anybody was interested in learning how the inventory and Costpoint and all that stuff works, this seems like a good opportunity. So.
I'm going to let Juan, I see Juan and Corey on the call. I'm going to let them speak to that. And is Juan still on the call?
Yeah, I'm here.
Oh, okay. I'm sorry. I was looking at the meeting invite.
Oh, yeah. No worries.
Yeah, that's a phone number.
I'm a phone number.
Well, you're a name and a phone number.
Yeah. So I think Andre is taking the lead on this, but from what I understand, I think it's a 2-person job for now. So it's myself and Andre. I think we'll be reaching out definitely if we run into any issues or if we need more help.
When you say inventory, that's part instance, right?
No.
Different?
No.
Yeah. Okay.
It's just Costpoint inventory. Right now we're having to go in, create an item master if the part exists in stage Windchill, and then adjust it into inventory. Once we can do that, we can create a template of parts to upload over and over and over again so that every time we do a refresh, you can hang on to my TWOs and possibly EWOs. Then, we should be able to run this and get inventory in instantly so that we don't interrupt our own productivity.
The second part of it would be getting the EWOs, the MOs that are attached to the EWOs to actually exist again. But yeah, that's amazing.
That's some scope creep there, Josh.
Good luck. That's what I'm saying.
But,
I got all the scope creep. Can you make it automatic?
Yeah, we haven't really done too much design. We've kicked it around here in conversations in our team. But I think Andre and Juan have some thoughts. So I am going to write up a ticket for that MO recreation. I don't know how we can do that because that's in Cosplay, and I'll talk to their administrator about it.
But so is I'll chat with you, but so is inventory. Okay. So we should be able to create MOs. Anyway, but it gets weird.
Yeah.
Cool.
Yep.
All right.
That's
sorry, I'm too
got.
excited about
Thank
that
you.
one. I'm too excited about that one. We'll talk about it all day. We have 7 minutes left. If anybody wants to jump in and share the next thing, Kat, thank you for sharing that. You guys, we would all, those of us who deal with manufacturing would love that solution. Anybody else have something they want to share? Oh, I see a hand up. Oh, sorry, still Kat. All right. Anybody want to share an idea that they had that they were going to work on, not work on? Interesting thing you're going to do? We got long pauses. I'm letting people build up that courage to speak in front of 50 people. Friends and family. I don't know. Coworkers. All right, cool. Well, I'm going to give you 6 minutes back then. Happy hacking. There's the hackathon, the hackathon Teams channel. If you want to go in and just make random cat pictures or, ask questions or whatever. And other than that, have fun and build great things. Go stretch your brains.
Thank you.